Nyarieko TV Talk Show, the house of ideas.
To them, tell them thank you, goodbye. We'll make our decision during the ballot day. Bas, koka zingine yote mtu akija hata kama ni wa ODM ni nani, ongea. That we are a civilized country 63 years after independence. How can we do those kinds of things that you are going to collect the people like what you saw in Siaya? The Unyonga is being chased out of a restaurant, so you need a visa to go to Siaya. We primitive. I mean, let's not succumb to that kind of very lowly level of engagement. Now, watu wako kwa serikali, every government takes the character of its leaders. Hawana mnagani? Every government takes the character of its leaders. You can take that to the bank. Kama viongozi ni watu wako na akili chini hivyo. Wow, that is their way. Piga huyu mawe. No, welcome them. Yeyote, even the person you don't agree with your opponent, tell him, let us discuss. Why do you think you are a better guy than me to be the MCA? And have a conversation. Let's be proud of our country and be proud of competition. What we call the decence of difference. We can have differences, but we are decent about them. That we as Jubilee have made that decision. Our party leader has spoken about this so many times. Peace, stability of our country, very important. And decency in the way we do our politics. Atutukani watu ovyo, tunaenda pale kutukana huyu mtu kutukana. No, they are fellow Kenyans. We may have differences of opinion, that's fine. But they are fellow citizens and we want to be in a decent environment as we go forward. So, mimi kabla sijaenda, Angel, if there is a burning question, one or two, I can answer them before I go. And in future, I suggest that when we have the regional caucuses, I want us to start the meeting the other way around. We start with the Q&A, then we finalize with speeches, so that then I have an opportunity to respond to issues. Do you mind if I just conducted the question straight, so that we save time? Do you have a mic? Yes. Yes.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Consolata Wawero, a woman representative aspirant in Laikipia County, and I must say, aside from being an aspiring politician and a leader, I am also a passionate educator. This year, I worked with Jomo Kenyatta Foundation, and you know they are involved in awarding scholarships to needy children. And I worked closely with the various education sub-county offices in the country, and we have ICT officers who are deployed. They are in internship session. Wanaitwa Digital Literacy Program Cohort 4. Their internship is ending on October. And we had a conversation with them and I saw the work they are doing. These people are responsible for collecting data, and this data is being used by the ministry. It should be used by the ministry to make informed decisions. And also, you know, the CBC curriculum has some ICT elements, and these people are training teachers, and these people are begging every person of goodwill, and because they are interns, they are fellow young people, they are people who completed campus 2 years ago, 1 year ago, wanaomba hizo positions retained. Why? Because Kenya will not only pay them salaries, they are contributing positively to the country. They are contributing positively to the future of this education. And I must agree, Daktari, that this administration is a threat to the future of this country, to the future of our children. You can imagine, Daktari, I saw the applications. Thousands of children in Laikipia applied. And you know, in Laikipia West Sub-County, we only picked 10. Yet, we had over 500 applications. I believe that when you get to presidency, when you become the president, and I believe that you will be, please make education free. From nursery to university. It is possible and I believe it is doable. Kwa sababu hii maneno ya scholarship huyu anapeana pale haiwezi tosha. Lastly, I must commend Angel Mbuthia. Let us clap for her. She is doing a good job. Asante sana Daktari, and may the Lord bless you. Thank you.
Consolata, you know, free education is our mantra. It is Jubilee. I have given this example several times. President Mwai Kibaki started free primary education. 1 million kids walk to school. I've given this example before. In fact, on that year, when President Clinton was being interviewed and he was asked, who would you like to meet and who has really influenced you this year? President Clinton said, I would like to meet the new president of Kenya, who has introduced free education and 1 million kids have walked to school. That was Mwai Kibaki. By the time Uhuru was becoming president, Kibaki's kids had gone to secondary school. That's why, as government, as Jubilee government, we poured resources into transition, free-day secondary education, ensuring that education is the only equalizer. And if you don't provide that opportunity, there is no way you are going to develop the country in an equitable manner. Now, the kind of stories you hear here, they can even make a dog cry. We have enough money to bribe people around, but we don't have money to go to school. You know, we have money to collect all manner of charlatans around and pay them to clap for us, and we don't have money to pay in school. These fellows, their priorities are upside down. That's why we are seeking leadership. And tell the people of Kenya, if you want that free day secondary education, if you want free education, I mean, who can do that better than Jubilee, who has done it? It is us who have done it. Thank you very much. I want one by one. I know there are so many questions. Let's go. Yes, your way.
Yeah.
And be brief so that we can take more. Just ask the question directly.
Yeah. So my name is Philip Mionki from Mount Kenya University. We wanted to ask Jubilee. We have an event on the 16th and 17th of May. Kindly, it is a continuous voters sensitization, because we were told to kadi, then tukachukua kadi. Then what next after that? So guys, I want to urge you, all of you, to attend that event on the 16th and 17th, so that after tumechukua kadi, then we can be taught about good governance and we can know where the problem is. Shida iko wapi? Tunafaa tuambiwe, and we need you guys, all of you, all of the youths. It is open to all youths. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We support each other, and now these days communication is very easy. You know, by the way, it's very simple. You can also organize a process where, like now in these regional youth caucuses, where you move around in groups. You can tell each other, we are like 5 aspirants. Now, in the Mount Kenya Regional Caucus, we are going to support our candidate in Muranga. We can lead tunaenda kwa candidate wetu wa Muranga. And then you go there as youth. You meet the youth who are there. You discuss those things. I agree with you. Tumepata kadi ndio. Tuko kadi ndio. Lakini tutumie kadi pia vyema. Think right, vote right. That is the whole issue. Yeah, yes. It's our
Poleli.
Question.
This is Karuga Kamau. My question to you as the president by then, 27 post. In your last government, we had the issues about donor funding on health matters, specifically HIV and AIDS. So how unique, or rather how different are you going to do, bearing in mind we are having donor exit, so there's no funding to support these health programs, and we are the people who are at risk in terms of new HIV infections, sexual reproductive health, gender-based violence, and you can see there's withdrawal of funding. So how unique will you make sure that the government itself is able to sustain and run this program for the sake of our future? Thank you so much.
If we stop the wastage of public resources that we engaged in this country, I can swear to you today, even by the Bible, we have enough resources to sustain our development work. It is even a shame that we became independent 63 years ago, and now we are dependent on somebody to come and do something for us. Sure. Let me tell you something very small, very short, in 2 minutes. I was the escort of honor for President Kagame when he addressed the Council of Governors in Naivasha, which means I picked him from the airport and drove him to Naivasha to address the Council of Governors. I was so humiliated in that meeting when one of our governors asked President Kagame, how do you manage to clean Kigali? Sure. How is Kigali clean? Where do you get the money from to clean the city so that Kigali is a very clean city? Kagame looked at him like this, and I could read his face. It's like he was saying, you must be really daft. He asked him a question, do you need money to sweep your house where you live? It's indeed a basic responsibility. So what money do you need to sweep your house? In other words, you see, let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, and listen to me very carefully. 50% of our problems have nothing to do with money. They have a lot to do with attitude, and especially bad management. You know, making very bad decisions. What money do you need to run e-citizen properly? You are stealing money from it and so on and so forth. It is kind of nonsense that's going on. If we stop wastage, we have enough resources. I'll be aiming at reducing our dependence on these people by managing the public resources effectively. I want someone now from the back. The gentleman in a black jacket.